Hello everybody, we are back for more Kubera, this time picking up with a new arc, the Snake King, which obviously has one very, very clear implication, and that is the main man himself, Ananta. However, these titles that Karagon drops typically have more than one meaning. N20 was a bit more on the nose, but, well, given we are seeing the current Ananta King right in front of us, my beloved wife, Sagara, perhaps it's not going to be about Ananta. It most likely will be, and it most likely will have to do with Ananta, but how it'll actually play out, well, that could be anybody's best guess. But nonetheless, let us run it.
Now you're here. What took you so long? While you and Jatayu were gone, Ananta got this close to his resurrection.
Yeah, what the fuck has happened while they've been gone? What has happened while they've been gone?
Look over there. You see that? That's where his body is. The gigantic, bright golden snake.
I don't see any gold or snake there, Sagara. Yeah.
All I see is a patch of black space. I mean, considering how it opened up right where he was 7 years ago, something did go wrong this time. But the gods are searching for him as we speak, so it's just a matter of time.
So they're actually looking for Ananta's corpse now. They're actually physically looking for his body. Oh god.
Wait, Ananta's almost to the point of resurrection? The gods are helping with it.
Just what happened while I was gone? Yeah, I want to fucking know as well. Oh, god, look at that!
Until then, should we play a little? You want to settle the score from 7 years ago?
God, she's so fucking beautiful.
You know, I was so angry that day. Having to watch you humans barge in and ruin everything while my hands were tied. So this time, I decided to wait outside so I could smack them as soon as anyone gets here. And ta-da! Here you are again. But guess what? The gods are on my side, and that magician isn't here to help you this time.
Not yet. I have a feeling that the gods might end up being interrupted by a little bit of Asha in that space. But maybe that's just a bit of a wishful thinking, who knows.
Way too easy for me, don't you think? It's almost as if you came here to die.
I'm normal. I'm normal about her, I swear. What does this say? What does my taste in fictional women say about me?
That irritating look of yours. Guess some things never change. Just die.
No. Also that, oh my fuck. Season 3, episode 339. He said 99. Fuck me, could you imagine that? The Snake King 1. Oh, that blue hair. That's Sagara, the third king of the Ananta clan. Other Sura won't tell you anything, just like they won't about Asha. It's gonna be like that until they come back. So, if Sagara is their current king, does that mean she's the strongest of them all? No, that would be Vasuki. I think there are like 10 or so more in line after Vasuki and before Sagara. Ah? So, how did she get the crown then? By bending the rules. She's been planning on resurrecting Ananta, so someone must have backed her. Someone who had assured her that her plan would be a guaranteed success. She could have been given a powerful name by that someone at the time of her coronation and returned it afterward. I don't know for sure, but that's my guess. Then, who do you think that someone is? Well, that would depend on what type of Ananta they're looking to bring back. If Ananta is resurrected properly, that someone would be God Vishnu. But if he's brought back through devious means to harm this world, then it would be by my mother. What if it's neither of them? That's a pretty harsh take on your mother. It's a pretty appropriate take on his mother, don't you think, Lise? With everything you know about Kali. Surely that's like a pretty appropriate take.
To me, she's my own flesh and blood who can be a lot more terrible than a complete stranger.
Head pats. Very wholesome. Aw, look how happy he is. Aw, that's so sweet.
If I ran into Asha and Sagara again, would I be able to defeat them, do you think? I couldn't say about Asha since I don't know her that well. Not to mention, her moves are way too unpredictable. But I could definitely tell you some things about Sagara that might help you. I don't think you'd have a shot against the Sagara at the time of the test of the sword. But now she has all her Transcendentals back.
Oh, I've read that wrong. I think you would have had a chance against the Sagara at the time of the test of the sword.
But now she has all her Transcendentals back, so it'll be much harder. Lise, although your body is far beyond the limits of human origin, it's still not enough to take her transcendental hit from a superior Azteca. And that bracelet, I know it regenerates you, but it just takes too long, which makes it impractical in a combat situation. Vigor levels in humans like yourself is highly dependent on their mindset. And since that bracelet keeps you alive based on your remaining vigor level, you could think it's just the item for you. But it's a double-edged sword. It's as good as useless once your mind gives up and causes your vigor to stop regenerating. In the worst case scenario, you could stop regenerating altogether, while you're continuously being attacked in a hopeless battle.
Gee, little Sword of Dark Silver there.
But that also means that I won't lose as long as I don't give up. I mean, wouldn't I get a chance if I keep hanging in there? Well, yeah, technically speaking.
Look at how happy she is. Look at how happy she is.
Fine. Then I'll tell you everything
Oh, wait, that's not Lise.
Fine. Then I'll tell you everything I know so that you can increase that chance. Let's start with the Transcendental of the Sword of Return.
Well, that's a bit useless, because she doesn't have that.
Right now I have no bracelet or the Sword of Return. And you have these shoes that boost defense or regeneration while my feet are touching the ground. Although some Transcendentals could render them ineffective, I've seen how solid my defense gets. I'm not so sure about regeneration. My Divine Affinity is 0 without the bracelet, so I can't cast any magic. The same goes for self-regeneration and self-counter, since both of those rely 100% on the bracelet. Even repulsion isn't as effective without the bracelet. It might still work against other humans, but it'll be a joke to an Azteca. An earthquake. I had a few successful ones, but Ananta's clan attribute is earth. I doubt they'll be effective. So I'm left with either running away, using shortened distance, or
going all in. Going ham. Just go to town, Lise. Just go to town. I definitely don't want you to go to town so we get to see more Sagara, but go to town.
Now that Sagara has all her Transcendentals, it's best to keep a close distance. While the primary Transcendental is powerful, it's limited by or proportional to the distance. So the closer the distance, the weaker it gets. And she's not as strong in hand-to-hand combat when she's in the human realm. Also, this is the first time I think we've seen the shoes glow gold.
We've never seen them do this before, have we? Stay hydrated. It's getting warmer. You're going to want to look after yourself. Especially if you've been taking my advice and exercising, which you absolutely should be, by the way. But I wonder, this is the first time we've seen them glow gold, isn't it? Interesting.
But I'm sure you already know that from experience. Besides, she's an Azteca, so she can't grow any further. But Lise, you can. I'm sure you'll surpass her in physical power by the time you meet her again.
It seems like that's a yes, based on how fucking angry she looks. Shock and then frustration.
Then she'll try to use a close-range Transcendental.
I'm sorry, Sagara, you're fucked. You're so fucked. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Sagara. As much as I love you and would like you to win here, you're fucked. You're gonna need to use your male form at the very least. Right? You're gonna have to at least use your male form. Right? But even then, I think you're fucked. Look at her. She just took that! She just took that! But as soon as she realizes that's no use, she'll try to pull away from you. So she can use more powerful transcendentals or just run away. So Lise, remember this. If she tries to pull away from you, that means you have the upper hand in close combat. And that's when you'll have your best chance. I love that in the past, in the flashback, she's got wraps and she's censored. Whereas in her present day outfit, she's not. That's quite funny. You know, this cape you're wearing? It's my scarf that was modified using the Hide of Bondage as burning material. But it still retains some of the Hide of Bondage functions. It can capture even an Azteca when they're in human form. I also got captured back in Calibloom, remember? Full or partial, its target cannot surify at all, and all transcendentals that could be used to free themselves get sealed. Including, but not limited to, all transporting transcendentals and physical alterations. Too bad for Sagara, but she won't be able to use the King of Toxic Mist, her best escape and healing technique. Ayo.
That jerk was the last Sura I tried capturing with this. I gotta focus so it doesn't get loose. I won't let her get away.
But there's one thing you should keep in mind. The original Hide of Bondage burns through other materials when capturing its target, but not anymore. Now that you're the one who's wearing it to catch something else, so instead of burning through some other material to do the job, its teeth will gnaw at your back in place of its target. So obviously you can't keep her captured for long. Make it as quick as you can. Sagara's weakness is her head. Surely it's not going to be this easy.
That's all it takes for real? I guess the head is her weakness after all. Just as you just said, I do have the upper hand in hand-to-hand combat. But she's already regenerating. Is it even possible to take her down without this sort of return?
No.
Maybe I should leave her be for now and check on that side.
Fucking Vasuki jump scare. And she just took it! You must have something that drastically cuts down damage. But isn't that all you got? I don't see how it could deal any damage to me. Get that thing off Sagara now. She's already regenerated. She's already regenerated. Look at her. She's... While she's probably pissed off that she couldn't beat Lise in a fight, she's so smoked out that Vasuki's here. Because, no, Lise will definitely not be able to beat Vasuki. We've seen Vasuki go toe-to-toe with two fucking gods. Yes, it was in Sura form, but still, we've seen him go toe-to-toe with two gods. Like, Vasuki's fine.
This isn't looking good. I can only capture one at a time. Wouldn't I be able to keep my feet on the ground while confronting the two Azteca? Maybe I should have just run away from the start. But how could I? Ananta's about to be resurrected any minute.
What'd that tell you, motherfucker? What'd that tell you? Interesting, there's no light in her eyes when she's looking back. Ooh, what's going on here? Has she got a new cloak, or... Why are her arms fuzzy? Right, next chapter. What's your plan, Asha? What's the game plan? What's the game plan, Asha? Come on. Come on. You gotta get in there. For an Azteca to have their head as a weakness could mean several things. But in most cases, they can still survive with their head gone. Otherwise, everyone with that weakness would be dead by now. So what does it really mean for their head to be their weakness? It just means that their head gets regenerated much slower than other body spots. Really, it didn't seem like Sagara's head took that long to regenerate, so... Maybe that's just not true? Like, it didn't seem like it took that long for her head to regenerate. Oh my god, my biceps is... Yeah, hell yeah. Sorry, I'm just, you know, indulging in my own beautiful physique. I'm not vain at all, I swear. And during that slow process, one can lose cognitive abilities. not be able to use transcendentals, or get completely paralyzed. These side effects are what's detrimental rather than the head itself.
Are there lots of Nastika who don't have that weakness?
Yeah, for most of them, the regeneration is instantaneous. And even if it's not, they can unconsciously engage in hand-to-hand combat or transcendental combat to protect themselves. Clearly Garuda is one of them. And Ananta himself. Or is that Hanuman? I can't tell. I think that's Ananta by the look of the cloak and the arms. In rare cases, some can function normally with their heads gone. How is he reading with half his head missing? Which category do you fall into, Father? Well, I'm the same as you. Oh, so you fought unconsciously to buy time. You don't even need to certify like I do. I guess it's not even a weakness for you. Right, when it comes to my own defense...
Mr. Kasak, you don't die when your head is gone? Isn't that exactly what they've just been talking about, Lise? How is this questioning?
Or else I would have died when I was little.
Why? Were you attacked by a superior Sura? I bet Mr. Taksaka taught them a good lesson.
I bet it was him that took his head. I bet it was Mr. Taksaka that took Kasak's head.
I knew it. Almighty Dragon Daddy had your back.
What did I say? Well, about that. Enough of this chit-chat. I think you've rested enough. Let's resume the training. Vasuki, I thought your clanmates were looking for you. Did you have to get going? Later. I'll go a little later. What's wrong with you here, Vasuki? What's up? Season 3, episode 340, The Snake King 2.
Her head is only partially regenerated, but I saw her smile. She's still cognitively intact,
Which means she's probably not got transcendentals.
and yet she can't move, let alone use transcendentals. In that case...
Bargaining chip. Oh! Is she your hostage? Cigar is weak in the human realm. But that doesn't make her easy to kill. What if I just attacked you regardless?
You won't be able to kill me unless you attack strong enough to kill Sagara with me. Vasuki, don't buy that! You can tell that she's bluffing, right?
Alright, fair enough. Tell me, what is it you want?
Ah! I want to stop the resurrection of Ananta. The keep is starting to gnaw at my back. We'll soon notice I can't continue to hold Sagara back. I need to hurry up and convince him somehow.
I mean, all he really has to do is buy time for her head to fully regenerate, and then you're fucked. Right? He could just be like, well, you see, about that, I don't know. I'm not really sure about that one, Chief. Like, he just... So you want to stop the resurrection? It's funny to hear that from a human, when even the gods are working in favor of it. Unlike 7 years ago, they even have the soul ray to be used. But I don't think it's going as smoothly. Maybe because no one has ever been resurrected in this manner, but who knows?
Those gods helping you. I wouldn't trust them so much.
Am I listening to a human giving me that advice? I never trusted them anyway. I'm only cooperating because it would help. I only cooperated hoping it would help our clan in some way. But I'm not too sure if Sagara has the same intention. Why don't you tell me yourself, Sagara? Did you push for the resurrection for the sake of our clan? Anyway, the resurrection will stop once you retrieve any of the items that are being used for it. Myself or Sagara can't get near those items. It won't stop you. I won't stop you if you're willing to do it yourself, you know?
Holding Sagara hostage was never gonna work. But what is he thinking? Why is he attacking Sagara and helping me instead?
We know why. There's definitely a touch of jealousy in there. This is the only passage leading to the center. And this is as far as I can go.
Thinking back to 7 years ago, none of the Sura were able to intervene at that time. And with what Sagara said earlier, it's probably true that they can't approach the center.
But that doesn't mean it'll be easy for me to retrieve an item. Especially if he's wearing them again. No, I'm not the same. Before I didn't know what to do, and I was too shocked to see a familiar face. But now I know that's not the real Kubera, but someone else who gave up their true name to become him. Besides, he doesn't even possess Kubera's full power, because I'm still alive as a human Kubera. Although I no longer have the bracelet or sort of return, I'm much more experienced and physically fit. And I have these shoes with me. It'll be different this time. I won't be defeated so easily. I understand. I'll go on my own. Here, take Sagara with you. What are you're doing? Hold it there. And tell me exactly what happened to Manasvin.
Manasvin is gone.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Why is it just sitting there, like empty armor? And that must be the soul they're referring to. Is she even alive?
She's frozen in ice by the looks of it. Who could have done that?
And we're retrieving an item to stop the resurrection, then come up with a way to save this little girl. Should I just wake him up like this? His stillness makes me nervous. They've longed for this resurrection for so long. Stopping it couldn't be this easy.
There's Asha.
Asha?
Yeah, she's not normal. Something's going on with her. And I think we'll find out what next time! Maybe, I mean, obviously all of you know, you're caught up, but I'm not. But at least we'll save our reaction until next time. But anyway, with that out of the way, leave a like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, share it around. Really, really good chapters. I loved all of that. Obviously, it's a shame to see Sagara get curb stomped for the upteenth time, but so be it. It's just the way it is. As she was still lovely the entire time. But yes, Asha's back. Asha is back and in full swing. Oh boy, am I excited to see what's really going on with this. But we'll say that for next week. And I hope you've all enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, sub, notification bell, share the video around. And with that out of the way, I've been Animosity, you've been you, and I hope to catch you all next time for another video. Ta-ta for now.